Hi, my name is Andrew Hamilton, and I'm here today to present Shut Up and Drive. Before I get started, that name is a placeholder. There's obviously some copyright implications with a Rihanna song, so that's a placeholder for now. So why am I here? I'm here for some validation. So I have been working on this for about 6 months now, and I'm looking for some people that aren't friends and family to get some feedback from. So that is why I'm here. So the problem that I noticed, I drive a lot for my current job, and I notice all the distractions while driving. I see people texting and driving, on the phone and driving, email, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I think we're all guilty of it to some extent. But I feel that most people think they're just looking for a quick email or a quick text, or they're not doing it that much. And we know that just that 2 or 3 seconds could be the difference in your life or someone else's. So why would anyone use this? So how this application will work is you will get incentives for driving without distractions or with limited distractions. I have a demo that I will show that shows what the user interface could look like. So you will earn rewards for each mile that you drive with limited distractions. It'll be on a points-based system. Make yourself more marketable to insurance companies. So I know similar to like what Snapshot has, where you hook it up and then they see, hey, you're driving safely, so we want to lower your insurance rates a little bit. So this would be a similar version of that for mobile applications. Earn discounts on insurance, hopefully, unless you're on YouTube while you're driving. And then become a better driver. So our goal really is to change your driving habits. There are other applications out there, but what they do is they lock your phone, so that limits your usage, and there's a high incentive for you to just uninstall it when you're done. So, and most of those also are not automatic. So when you get in the car, unless you open up that application and click start driving, it's not gonna track it. So unless you're remembering that every time, it's pretty much worthless. And as well as since you can't make calls or do anything on there, we feel that the negative reinforcement is not as good as the system that we have set up. So our revenue model, with most application companies, there will be revenue from ads. And this will also provide some very good press to the companies, since this is becoming a bigger and bigger cause. I mean, everyone sees the billboards, stop texting and driving, save a life, all that kind of stuff. So it is becoming more of an awareness issue. And with this application, we feel that the awareness is almost as important as the incentives, because people don't realize how much they're doing it. They think it's just, 5 minutes here and there when they're driving on 131, but really it was a half an hour of Facebook scrolling. So in-application purchases, so what I mean by this is unlimited coupons. So $1 per month, so $12 per year for the opportunity to earn unlimited rewards. And why that's in there is we want to reward the people that drive 5,000 miles a month safely versus the person that drives a couple hundred miles. They're both equally great, but if there's someone in their car for 10 hours a month versus just the 30 minutes or whatever, we feel that they should be able to be rewarded more. And then commissions off coupons. So currently, coupon companies, they all get paid on a commission-based structure. So once they distribute the coupons and then you click on them or go and make the purchase, the end company realizes that where they have got it and they get a cut of that. So we would take a very small portion of their cut. That is not our main revenue model. This is the graphic user interface that I have built so far. So this is how the home page would look. So this would be your home page. The blue, which is level 1, is the best. That means you're not using your phone at all. Your screen is off. Green would be you are talking on the phone, but that likely means that your eyes are still on the road. Red is the worst. Social media, scrolling, screens on, etc. Obviously, you see that it says time spent on phone, and then if you click on trip history, it does the breakdown of all your individual trips by date. On the screen list, you see that the rewards page would look something like this. So rewards center, so coupons you could earn, coupons you have earned, coupons you've used. And then basic left menu. After you're done driving, there will be a pop-up, were you driving, yes or no? I'm going to address the problem of people cheating and lying. If you click no, you don't earn rewards, which means no incentives for insurance companies, etc. So you can click no as many times as you want, but you're not really creating any better habits. And even with people cheating the system, we're still creating better habits to some extent. And then that would pop up afterwards. So then I just have the last slide as my contact information. And it's www.saferworld.squarespace.com, and there is my email. So any questions for me?
What's the motivation for an individual to install this app?
So the few things, once I started doing more, I asked myself the same question. Once I started doing more research and realized that just a few seconds of your eyes off the road is literally many, many football fields. So first incentive is the ones you care about. Because the more and more I drive, the more and more I see people driving down the road and they jerk the wheel because, they're drifting. So that part of it. The other major part is the coupons, obviously. So with insurance discounts and coupons to your favorite stores and that kind of stuff, those are the two major incentives. So your friends and family, and then money. Yes?
Andrew, have you actually contacted insurance companies to see if they're willing to offer discounts?
Yes. So right now, I've been focusing all the time on the actual development of it. I have very small amount of time as far as that part. I have 2 family members that are long-time State Farm employees that is an avenue that I will explore. And it's kind of one of the things, chicken or the egg, which one came first? Is it going to be better for me to bring them a user base and say, here, now do you want to partner with us, or try to get someone on board early? So with the people that I've been working with to try to get on board early, we're going to do free advertising on the page, et cetera, something like that, because right now we're not bringing them a user base. So that's how we've addressed that. Yes?
How do you decide, or how does the algorithm decide if someone is driving recklessly as opposed to totally crazy? How do you go from the red to?
Yeah, so how the application works, so currently on all your smartphones, it recognizes when you start moving past a certain speed, so we can tell that you're in a vehicle. Currently, the newer Android phones already do that, and if you open up your Google Maps, some of you might even find that it already does that. So from that's the trigger to start the application, and once that trigger is completed, then we're sensing the screen. That's really all we're doing, because when the screen is off, you're not on your phone. Or you're just staring at a blank screen. So that's kind of how it doesn't sense like if you're speeding or that kind of, does that answer your question?
Yeah, but then what you're saying is that all 4 people will get, if they all 4 have it on their phone, will all have to then say no when we're driving. 3 of them want to say no.
Yeah, that's a challenge that we're working through, is what happens when there's multiple users in one car, who would be clicking it. So that's one of the things that needs to be addressed, and questions like that is why I'm here, because there's a lot of heads in the room and I'm just one guy. So
What about cars that have the phone fully synced to the car?
yeah, so most of those, like the Ford Sync systems and all that, the screen is actually off when you're using it. So the application would sense, hey, that the screen is off, so you're either using a hands-free device or you're not using your phone. So we don't want to punish people for that. Yes, I know there's someone over here I'm missing, sorry.
What if you're using your phone as a GPS?
That can also, that's the biggest thing that we need to not punish. So right now we would consider that a level 2, because you are taking your eyes off the road, but you're not physically, using it. So that's how we're addressing that right now. If we come up with a better solution, then that's where we'll go with that. Sorry, yes?
How is it impacting battery life of your device?
It'd be the same as any other application, so it's same as like an Uber. It's going to be running. As far as the trigger point, It should be more of in a sleep mode when you're not driving, so it's not going to really kill your battery life as far as that goes. And then when it is on, it would be like a normal application. Yes.
I was just, you were asking for feedback, so here it is.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, but I think that the market is absolutely the parents of teenage drivers. Yes. And I
Yeah.
think
Well, that.
it's a multi-gazillion-dollar idea if you focus on that.
And that's so one of the things that I have a couple people close to me helping me out, and they've been reaching out to local high schools, and I'm going to start going to parent-teacher conferences and those kind of meetings and saying, here, you know, it's not perfect, but I want to make sure your kid doesn't die. As frankly as that, like, I'm just trying to be honest. Like, the more research you do, and if you surf on the website a little bit, there's 11 kids that die per day because of texting and driving, every single day. So to me, when I'm 30 and I have kids, that's good enough for me. I just want to save a few lives.